recording. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Finally got your video out. We are going to start on the wife's bike today.
Superman bike.
The Superman. But she took some nasty spills on this bike. One of our beach rides. Check those videos out. It's very cool. But she got a real nasty burn on this bike. Then she saw the bike wasn't fast enough, so she wanted the governor removed. So we removed the governor for it, and her and the daughter were out ripping around the yard, and she whiskey throttled it and just like shot the bike 50 feet across the backyard. So that's how we got the name of the Superman whiskey throttle bike.
And bent the handlebars in the process.
Yeah, folded the handlebars all over. But anyway, this is a bike that, you know me, I don't cut up vintage bikes, so plus it's her bike, she can do whatever she decides. So she come up with a really cool scheme. So, honey, why don't you go grab that whiskey throttle bike, let's everybody take a look at what we're working with. Like I said, I don't like cutting up vintage stuff, but since it is the wife's bike, and it is a DB30, which, in my opinion, is not a vintage bike, and it is hers, so we're going to cut this thing up. She got a pretty cool game plan. These are her ideas, and I'm just the guy turning the wrenches. So, let's take a look at this old bike. I guess this was your very first bike. Was that correct?
Yes.
I think? Yeah.
Yes.
This was the very first bike. So, yeah, she whiskey throttled it, folded the handlebars all back around crazy. But it's nothing fancy, just an old DB30 with a stock 212 in it, which she says when we get done it's not going to be stock anymore. But yeah, she laid this over, bent this pipe. Her leg laid right against this pipe. We had to pull her skin off of it. It was pretty gnarly. So we're going to take this old yellow banana, get it up on the table, rip it all down, and figure out what else she wants to do to it. So, you ready to get to work, woman?
Waiting on you.
Alright, we're going to tear it down. We'll be back with you in just 1 second. Alright, we got it pretty much getting stripped down. Woman, you get in front of the way of my camera. What are you taking off now? Your fancy drink holder?
My fancy drink holder.
We're not going to put that back on the bike, are we?
No, we're
No,
not.
I don't think that's going to go with the theme that you've been discussing to me.
No,
about what you're going to go with. What about the ape hangers? You going to leave your ape hangers on it?
I don't know yet. Depends on what front end we use this time. So we have a couple of mock-ups that we're going to have to do and kind of decide from there. So we are going to keep these on hold because I do not know. Yeah, we'll just put it on the shelf and see what we're going to do with it for later. Because obviously, I think we talked about you putting a different front end on it. It all depends on how low you want to go with it, correct? Yes, I'm going to slam this, so it's going to be entertaining.
It's going to be like a slow and low bike, but not necessarily on the slow side, correct?
Yes. No, it's going to be a peppy.
We're going to put a little kick in its pep.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. You keep working, honey. You're doing a great job. How much you got done? You got pull the motor off?
Pull the motor off and got one fender off. Fixing to get the back axle and got the chain off and exhaust off. So we're just doing it from there.
We'll pull the motor off. We'll probably do a separate video, get the motor apart, or maybe I'll get the motor ripped apart and let her do all the fun stuff of building her motor. She's done one before on her Harrison, so makes it easy for me because I can just sit there and set the torque wrench and hand her whatever gasket she needs and let her do the rest of it. The last one she built so far, she runs a snot out of it and it hadn't blown up yet, so it's easy on me. I'll let her do it and let her build her own motor. So look at her getting her hands. You busted a knuckle yet? Not yet?
Not yet.
All right. Well, we'll catch y'all back in just a second. Maybe she'll bust a knuckle between now and then. Nah, just kidding. Yeah. All right, you got the motor off?
I got the motor off.
All right, just sit that beast over there on that parts table.
Parts table?
Yeah, right there. That'll work. Yep.
Okay.
What is this? This is a non-Hemi? I don't even remember what we had in this. It's a non-Hemi with no governor in it.
Right.
I need to Photoshop. We don't need to see that sticker down there. Anyway. All right, so what else you got? What else you got left to do? This thing is filthy nasty.
Yeah, it is. It's going to have to take a deep cleaning. We're going to take the front and back wheels off and everything else, and hopefully we can get them off with the beach sand and everything else. It kind of...
I got that one nut off on the back.
All right. So
one thing about your bikes, you're down on the beach, which is an awesome place to ride. You want to make sure, and when you get back, hose your bike down, lube everything, because the salt water, salt sand, all that will eat everything up. So... Alright, so we got that. Go ahead and what are we going to do with your foot pegs? You don't want to use the same ones, right?
No, we're going to take those off.
Alright, we'll get the foot pegs off when we leave the rest of that stub to see if we're going to you want to cut it or whatever.
Okay.
All right, you want to put the camera down and hold that so we don't throw it on the floor?
I got it. It's all good.
Let me move your parts tray over here out of the way. What do y'all think, folks? Finally got the wife out here, and I seen a bunch of y'all guys made comments. You want to see more of Miss Knuckles out in the shop, so y'all leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think. If she's doing a good job, I think she's doing an awesome job, especially since she don't like to be on camera or not. So this is a project she said she wanted to do on her own with a little bit of guidance from a non-professional. That's me. So hopefully this bike ought to turn out pretty cool. She's got some crazy ideas and whatnot. So we got your you got your tabs out here, or you got them in my room?
The tabs are out here.
Okay.
You'll just give me 1 second.
All right.
All
right, we got our tabs out here, so what we're gonna do is when she gets finished, get that off, we're gonna get the table cleaned. We're gonna probably wrap this up. Probably be a short video because we just wanted to get it tore apart, because now it's gonna be where we see what she wants to do to it next as far as her tab situation. So we're gonna clean up this mess right quick, and we'll be right back. Ooh, nice view. All right, we got it all tore down. Great job, honey. You knocked this thing out in like no time.
I know.
Okay,
I'm just that.
What's your game plan now?
Game plan is that we're gonna clean it up, evaluate the situation as far as what new parts I want to put on it, and then after that we are going to end up sandblasting it, painting, and everything else.
You got a mess.
I always have a mess. Thank you very
What do you
much.
got now?
So I am
Poor
going
thing.
to be putting on some tabs I got from Minibike Larry.
Yes, here, put those on the table. Let's take a look at them. This was in the past video. She come out here and opened these things up, showed me the mail that she got. I was hoping it was something of my own parts, but apparently it was not for me.
No, it was not for you. It was for
But you
me.
did say I get to keep one of the stickers, right? You said that.
If you're a good boy, you will.
I think she's retracting her statement because we need to put some more stickers down here from the folks.
Yep, so I'm going to be putting some tabs on and everything else from Minibike Larry.
Come over here and hold that up on the side. Let's see how that's just going to kind of like, just eyeball it, how it's going to look. At the brake side? Yep. You put your tab back there at the back.
Sorry. Wrong way.
No, you had it flipped around. Other way. There you go. That's it. Right here at the back.
Okay.
Down. That's kicking. Now get your hand out of the way so people can see you out. So, that's going to be pretty long. How much, what is that? Like probably, what did Larry say these were? Like 4 inches? Is going to extend it out? Something like that?
Maybe so.
We'll figure it out with a tape measure later.
Yep.
So are you, now she was deciding, folks, if we were going to actually cut the bike in half and stretch it and make it low. So,
No, I was only going to stretch it maybe about 1 inch to 2 inches. I wouldn't be long because, you know, I'm short.
You're short, but we are
so,
she does want this bike low on the ground too.
Right. So we're still debating on that and how it's going to look. So we're going to have to mock it up and cut a few things. And anyway, because I want something a lot different. So that's what we're going to end up doing. I don't know how we're going to end up doing that.
Yeah. So folks, we might actually cut this bike. I did this on my drag bike. We cut it in half. We'll figure that out once we get kind of get up in the mock-up stage. So now we're kind of at the head scratching deal. We are using Minibike Larry's tabs that she's got. So we'll put the disc brakes on it, of course, so we need to check. We do a lot of mock-up first because I run into problems where you try to put stuff together and you don't mock it and you have problems later because how come it don't fit. So we need to, you know, since she does have the ape hangers on it, we need to make sure our brake line for the brake caliper is going to be long enough. We got to make sure not to forget about that. So if we have long enough brake line, if we do stretch the frame, is that going to work? And we're going to figure out placement for the engine. She is talking about cutting all this stuff off, maybe putting the engine back, cutting off a bunch of stuff that you don't need, make it nice and smooth. And she's thinking about putting, you know, a lot of guys use the GPS gussets that go back here in the back. Well, we don't want to be like everybody else. We're going to do something different. So she's talking about maybe putting something right here in this area to make it snazzy. So now we got a game plan. We got it all tore apart. Great job, honey. So now we're going to get to the head scratching part of if we're going to cut it, where we're going to do that, and then we'll start mocking up what we're going to do for the rest of everything else, what we're going to cut off our fender tabs. You say you did want to try and put fenders back on it? So we might try and
don't know.
figure out something with the fender area. So we're at the mock-up stage.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up moving the plate back a little bit or whatever. I had won a Tilly 212 motor at the Go Power Sports at Pate.
Oh, this last
So,
Pate, yes.
Yeah, I won a motor and everything else, so I am going to put that motor on there and everything else because, you know, hey.
And she did say she wants to do her own motor work to her Tilly, so
Yep.
we'll have that in a video. Maybe that'll be a separate video of you just putting just the motor together and all
Yes.
that good stuff. But yeah, she wants to cut a basic everything off of it so it doesn't look like your average DB30. So that's your game plan, right?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
my game plan. So we're gonna do a lot of mocking up, and it'll take a bit, but yeah, we're gonna get there.
Yeah. So we at least got this part down where we got to our part, and then we can do some head scratching before we start whacking and cutting everything. So anyway, let me turn this off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a short video today. If you like the video, you want to make sure and give us a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to more of the videos that we're gonna be doing with Miss B and her bike in the shop. So you'll get notified whenever she posts those, right?
Yes.
So, and if you got any comments, there's a place down below. If you think we got to do this or do that to the bike, you think it'd be cool or whatnot. She's already picked out a color, folks, so we don't have to worry about that on this particular go around. So anyway, y'all take care. Thank y'all for taking the time to watch, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Do you ever edit the video?
Me?
Yeah.
I can text people and call. That's it. No, I have.
I think if she's gonna start building, you should start editing.
No, we're gonna leave that mastermind to Mr. Watson.
Look, now we can turn it off. The off button is not going off again. I got to get the editor to look at that, folks. See, I don't know buttons, and I have certain people just ask me, do I do editing on videos? And no, the wife is the one that makes me look good, because I can barely text people and call. I can't even send an email, because that's not me. I turn wrenches for a living and for my hobby. Electronics is not my deal. And y'all know that when I got this camera, I couldn't even figure out how to run it, don't know where to look at. So anyway, there's a little funny for the end of this video. Now we're gonna see if I can turn the camera off. Once again, thank y'all for taking the time to watch. We enjoy y'all. And we finally reached, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we finally reached 2,000 and something subscribers. I started this and I do this just for fun. I'm not trying to make a living out of it by any means. Just the fellowship and the fun of the people I get to meet, places I get to go see, race with different people. That's my payment for it. And y'all 2,000 and something guys that are actually following along and listen to my rambling, I greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all very much for watching. And feel free to subscribe it to or share it with your friends, family, your pastor at church, the lady that makes your coffee at the coffee shop, because they actually watch my stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna start rambling. Y'all have a great day. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Here needs to slow down. Uh-huh.